Very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt. That could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Mon now off of play action.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Forced out to his left.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Sing on the slot. Sing on the slot.
Yellow, go.
I got 11. He's mine. He's mine. Tie that left. Tie that left.
Fury, yellow.
24 is the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 24 is the mic. Stop your.
Here's Mon. Oh, he's got him wide open, complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yellow, 22.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
I
line.
got number 18. I got you 18.
Claws red.
Receiver. Hey, you're on an island over
Ready,
there.
ready.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. They'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
24 is the mic.
Trail green.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, hey, blue.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Ready, go.
Now Mon. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Bond going to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
97's the money.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. I got him. 97's the mic.
They go play action. Mayfield.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, he comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. To throw, Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And again, it's Mayfield. This is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings! Well, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Second and 10.
Point it right. Watch tight ends right. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
All day, baby, all day. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
On first down, here's Mon. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Here we go. 56.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And this time he is in. Dalvin Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Twist, watch the twist. Bang, 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 bang.
52 blaster. 6, mega.
24 is the mic.
From the gun, here's Mon. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And Viking fans always remember that Kyle Rudolph held down the tight end position for the better part of a decade. But Irv Smith was drafted in the second round in 2019 as his eventual replacement. And that time is now. A first down catch there for Smith.
Watch the screen. Watch the
Go red.
Watch the screen. 24 is the mic.
Hey, check.
24 is the mic.
Mond looks to throw on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down, Mayfield. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And any offensive lineman getting ready to try and block Zadarius Smith knows he's in for a long ball game. 26 sacks in his first 2 years in Green Bay, including 12 and a half in 2020.
They've got his man complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need good possession with football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Mond out of the shotgun. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Nuwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Cut. Fight 19.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Fight 19.
Mond looks to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick by the Ray Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 X for a rookie quarterback.
It's caught. Lockett. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. A run now with a tight end fan. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Cook following the penalty. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up second down.
Hey, red. Black shot.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. Off the play fake, Mon. open here. Adam Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Mike Fury, yellow. 56.
Mine now off of play action.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
56. Watch the pass.
First down.
Here's Mine. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
56. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
24 is the Mike.
Here we go, here we go.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So that's CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Nice throw. Big man catches the football for a first down, and that big man, that's DK Metcalf, the 9th receiver taken in the 2019 draft class. I think if we redid it, he might very well be the first one off the board. 83 catches for 1,300 yards last year.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And a tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, hope is not lost.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
24 is the mic.
Hey, watch your leg.
24 is the mic.
On 2nd and 10, Mond. And this one's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 19, Mike 19.
Watch the screen.
Mike 19, Mike 19.
All day. All day.
Mike 19, Mike 19. Go on.
Come on, D.
Mike 19.
From the gun, here's Mond. Being chased out left. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 37, Seahawks 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and 14. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Baker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
One last shot from Mayfield here. Buying time is left. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams teams finding ways to click. And you know people love this game. They also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Vikings, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town.